Far beyond the mountains, next to the shining waters of Moonlight Lake, stood a quiet and peaceful village. In that village lived a gentle girl named Cinderella. Most people called her something else. The Ash Girl. For every day she worked in dust, soot, and ashes. Cinderella's real mother had passed away long ago. When her father remarried, Cinderella hoped for a warm family again. But after her father was gone, everything changed. Her stepmother treated her not as a daughter, but as a servant. Cinderella cooked meals she never ate, washed clothes until her fingers turned red, scrubbed floors from morning till night, and slept beside a cold fireplace. Yet her spirit stayed bright. Cinderella believed one day her life would be more than ashes. One morning, a grand trumpet sounded in the village square. A royal messenger stepped forward and shouted, "By command of Prince Aiden, there will be a royal ball tonight. Every maiden is welcome." The whole village cheered. Dreams sparkled in every eye. Cinderella smiled shyly. Could she go too? Her stepmother snapped. "You? A ball? You're fit only for scrubbing floors. Stay home and finish your chores." Her stepsisters twirled in their new dresses and left Cinderella behind. When the house was empty, Cinderella tiptoed to the attic and found her mother's old gown. It was faded, but beautiful. She brushed it clean, fixed the seams, and let herself hope for a moment. But when her stepsisters returned unexpectedly and saw her in the dress, they tore it apart in jealousy. "You will never be anything more than an ash girl." Cinderella sank to the floor, heartbroken and alone. With tears streaming down her face, Cinderella ran into the garden by Moonlight Lake. Her tear touched the shining water, and magic awoke. Silver light rose from the lake, and a radiant fairy appeared before her. "I am Celine, the moon fairy," she said softly. "Your kindness and courage brought me here." With a twirl of her wand, Cinderella's rags lifted into the air, swirling into a breathtaking moon-silver gown. Her worn shoes turned into glowing glass slippers, shimmering like stars. Pumpkins stretched into a shining carriage, while rabbits and birds transformed into horses and footmen. "But remember," Celine warned gently, "at midnight, when the moon touches the edge of the sky, the magic will fade." Cinderella nodded, full of wonder. The palace glittered like a jewel. As Cinderella entered the ballroom, music slowed, whispers rose, every eye was drawn to her grace. Prince Aiden saw her and felt something he had never felt: recognition, admiration, and peace. He invited her to dance. They moved together as if the stars danced with them, talking, laughing, discovering each other's hearts. For the first time, Cinderella felt truly seen. But joy blinded her to time. Suddenly, the first bell of midnight rang. Cinderella gasped, "I must leave." "Wait," the prince cried. "Tell me your name." But she was gone, running down the stairs. One glass slipper slipped from her foot, glowing like frozen moonlight. By the gate, her gown faded into rags. The carriage collapsed back into a pumpkin. Only one magical shoe remained, and Prince Aiden held it like a promise. At sunrise, the prince set out. With the glass slipper held carefully, he visited every home, rich and poor. Girls forced their feet inside. Stroll sisters lied, pushed, begged, but the slipper refused them.
I'm afraid I must take it for
Finally,
examination.
Cinderella stepped forward timidly. "May I try?" The slipper slid on perfectly and glowed gently. Prince Aiden smiled. "I knew the magic was real, and now I found you." Asterisk, asterisk. Cinderella forgave her stepsisters, for her heart shined brighter than anger. She was welcomed to the palace, and not just as a chosen bride, but as a girl who carried hope through a life of ashes. The Ash Girl of Moonlight Lake became Princess Cinderella, a symbol of grace, courage, and kindness. True magic is not in wands or gowns or glass shoes. It lives inside a heart that keeps believing, even when covered in ash. Please like and subscribe our channel Kids Fairy Tale.